Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. We just got some more exciting Ark news, and Wildcard has officially announced the brand new dinosaur that will be arriving during the Crystal Isles map update. The new flyer in Ark will be the Tropeognathus, and in this video we will tell you all of the official information that we know for sure about the Tropeognathus coming to Ark very soon, and we'll tell you a lot that we can speculate and extrapolate from the information we've been given, so be sure to watch this whole video. It will be extremely helpful. We're going to tell you lots of really cool new features that I'm super excited about with this new flyer in Ark, and based on what we know, I can give you some really good tips on even how to tame a Tropeognathus as soon as it releases when the Crystal Isles map comes out on June 4th for PC and very soon after for Xbox One and PS4. So be sure to watch this whole video, give us a thumbs up if you like it, and be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications because we have so many helpful Crystal Isles map tours, guides, tips and tricks, and guides on how to tame this brand new dino coming out very soon, and you won't want to miss any of that information. So let's get started. Now, if you watched my previous guide announcing the Crystal Isles, when they gave us this image, it turns out I was actually spot on with most of my speculations about what the Tropeognathus would be like. Now, a lot of us guessed that this was going to be the Ornithocaris, and it turns out we were not far off. The Tropeognathus is very closely related to and possibly the same dinosaur as the Ornithocaris. It's up for a little bit of debate in the scientific community, but what I'm really excited about is the Tropeognathus, or Tropeo, will have a jet engine on its saddle and a flat cannon gun turret mounted on that saddle, so it's going to be a pretty epic flyer as it is, but there's a lot of other really cool things we know about the Tropeo now. So let's go over its Dino Dossier that we have just received from Wildcard, and we'll talk about some of the official information we have confirmed about the new Ark Dino coming with the Crystal Isles map. Now, according to the official information, the Tropeo excels in air-to-air combat, and that is really exciting. If you look at this saddle, it is going to be ridiculous. Now, first of all, it has a jet engine mounted on it, and from what I can tell, this does not look like a tech tier saddle, which means it'll be much easier to unlock at a much lower level, and we'll be riding through the skies on a jet-powered dino, which just sounds amazing. So I'm willing to bet this dino will either have a boost ability or just generally fly faster when it's got this saddle equipped, and it will probably consume some kind of fuel like gasoline to get a little bit of a boost and go faster. Which is good because the dossier says that the Tropeo is not the fastest flyer, but it does have really good stamina, so it sounds like this guy might be able to carry us most of the way across the map, and considering none of the other dinos really talk about their stamina that much, I'm willing to bet it'll be a great flyer for crossing large distances, which is perfect considering the Crystal Isles is probably going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest map on Ark once it comes out. Now, the dossier also says it excels in air-to-air combat, and it has a flak cannon mounted on its saddle. Now, a flak cannon is specifically an anti-aircraft gun, but if you look closely at the image, it looks like they're exploding on impact. I mean, this guy seems to be getting blown up pretty well, so we may actually have the flat cannon be a little bit closer to a rapid-fire mini rocket launcher than a machine gun, and that's pretty exciting. Now, if you guys have watched my videos, you know I love getting in the passenger seat of a Tapehara and shooting stuff with my crossbow from the air from total safety, but it's pretty awkward and pretty tricky to get that to work. But it looks like the Tropeognathus saddle is designed for aerial combat, and you should be able to shoot down all kinds of land dinos from that saddle without ever putting yourself in harm's way. And along with the epic floating islands in the air of Crystal Isles, we will have some serious real air combat coming to Ark, which I am so excited about. And along those lines, something you might miss in the official announcement is that the Tropeognathus can blow away flora and fauna alike with a gust from its wings. And I think that's going to mean it will have a knockback type attack that can actually knock animals and plants over. And if you've got a nice little island base up in the air, you might have a really fun time just knocking dinos and players off the cliffs and watching them fall to their doom. Now, a couple other quick notes about Tropeo combat is it looks like they will actually be able to draft other flying creatures. And if you've ever played Mario Kart, you understand this concept. If you fly behind something, it cuts down on the wind resistance, which actually makes you move faster. So that may be a cool little passive ability where if you're flying behind another flyer, it'll speed you up and help you catch up to it. So that'll definitely help. Now, another interesting ability is it says its bite is punishing enough to crack armor and grind through it over time, which makes me think it will be really good at breaking people's armor, probably kind of like the Arthropleura's poison can eat through armor quickly, but it may even have a damage over time effect that wears down the armor after the bite. So we'll see how that plays out, but should be very helpful for killing the people that are actually flying on mounts and other dinosaurs, and I'm guessing you'll have to come in close and bite them to do that. So we'll see how this all plays out, but I'm really excited to try out this Tropeo in combat and see how it goes. Now, another thing that is really exciting about this new Ark Flyer is it has the ability to grind down goods into their base components. And when a lot of people read that, they're not going to be excited at all, but I am, and let me tell you why. If you've ever used a grinder in Ark, which is one of the most underrated structures you can build, so for example, let's say you go out to a drop and you pick up a Paraceratherium platform saddle, and you're thinking, I'm never going to tame a Paracer, so how is that going to help me, right? But if you toss that saddle into the grinder, it's going to grind it down, give you a bunch of experience, and a pile of hide, fiber, metal ingot, silica pearls, and cementing paste, all from that saddle you would never use. Or let's say you've got a Doedicurus and you have no trouble getting piles of stone, but it's really hard for you to get good amounts of flint. You can actually put piles of stone into that grinder and it'll turn it into flint and give you lots of experience in the process. Now, the downside to an industrial grinder is it takes up crazy amounts of materials and a lot of space in your base, but if you've got a dino that can do that for you, it'll be amazing. And even though we can't confirm yet if it will be able to grind down everything an industrial grinder can, it's going to be a really helpful ability no matter what. So now let's talk about how to tame a Tropeognathus in Ark, because even though they won't be officially released until June 4th when they come out with the Crystal Isles map, we actually know most of the information we need to extrapolate how to tame a Tropeognathus once they do officially come out. And first of all, let's talk about which map you can find a Tropeognathus in, because while the Crystal Isles may be the exclusive new map with a new dinosaur, just like the Deinonychus was with Valguero, there are some rumors that they may be released on the other maps as well around June 4th when the new Crystal Isles map comes to PC. So check back on this channel around that time and we'll see if we actually see some Tropeognathus spawning on like the island, Ragnarok, other maps like that. Now, while the dossier does not specifically say where we can find a Tropeognathus on the Crystal Isles map, we can infer their location because it talks about its ocean hunting grounds. Now, when we think of the ocean in the Crystal Isles map, a lot of times we think about the southwest ocean zone, which has got a lot of cool tropical islands, but that already has tropical wyverns spawning there, and I have a feeling that may not be the place we can get the Tropeognathus. There is actually a pretty big ocean right below the floating islands in the northeast side of the map, and I have a feeling we're actually going to see the Tropeognathus spawning above those islands. On top of that, most of the pictures that we see show them with those islands in the background, which makes me think that might be their home. And a lot of times you see dinosaurs with color patterns that sort of match or go with their biomes that they live in, and the Tropeognathus has a lot of colors that really reflect well and match well with the floating islands. And there's some other ocean areas they could also be spawning, but that's going to be the first place I check to see where they are. And of course, once they come out on the official Crystal Isles map on June 4th, we will be doing lots of coverage, and we'll show you specifically exactly where to find and tame the Tropeognathus once that is available on official servers. Now, as far as the actual taming process, it looks like it will probably eat fish meat since it does hunt in the ocean. And if you haven't seen it yet, I have a really great guide which teaches you how to get limitless supplies of prime fish meat using a crazy easy trick with a seagull. So be sure to check the link in the description, and I'll probably put a little card up there on the screen right now, which will show you how to get stupid amounts of prime fish meat using just a seagull, and it's a really easy trick. So definitely check that out if you're not familiar with it. Now, it sounds like it will be a lot harder to actually knock out a Tropeo in the air, and according to the dossier, they seem to spend a lot of time high up in the air, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be kind of like a Quetzal, where it's very rare for them to actually land, if ever. So we're going to need some tricks to get them to come out of the air in order to actually tame them. Now, it also mentions they are only immobilized by a chain bola, which is going to be a little harder because that's fired from a ballista turret, and unless we've got one mounted onto a Quetzal, which sounds like that's probably the ideal way to tame a Tropeo, you're going to have a little bit of a hard time getting one near enough to that turret. But the really good news is, instead of the skittish temperament that we see with Tapeharas and Quetzals, they actually have a neutral temperament, which means if you attack a Tropeo, it will come and attack you, and if you're faster than them, which it sounds like they're not the fastest flyers, you could probably just tick one off and lure it back to your base relatively easily. Now, if it does turn out to be a little bit more on the skittish side and harder to kite it back to your base, I have a great guide on how to tame a Tapehara, and if you follow that kind of a trick, I'm sure that will work beautifully with a Tropeo too. So be sure to check the link in the description of this video, and I'll try to put a card on here with a link to it on screen too, and definitely check that out. That will really help you. Got some great techniques in that video. Now, if it does turn out that they've got some pretty good stamina, you might even be able to aggro one from the air with a nice long neck rifle and scope if you just shoot it with a regular bullet. But, you know, we'll see how that comes out. We'll have much better information and a full Tropeo taming guide as soon as they're actually available. So that is most of the information we know about the Tropeognathus, which is the new flyer coming to Ark along with the Crystal Isles map. And that will release officially very soon on June 4th for PC, and on Xbox One and PS4 very soon after, and once again I'm estimating probably 2 weeks to a month after that. But as soon as the Crystal Isles is available on PC, we will do lots of coverage on it on this channel, so make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because there's going to be so much helpful information about the Crystal Isles. We'll give you map tours, guides, base location guides, and guides on how to tame this new flyer as soon as it's available on Ark Official. So I don't know about you, but I am so excited about this new Crystal Isles map coming to Ark and this new flyer we're getting along with the Crystal Isles map. And drop a comment and let me know what you guys think. Are you excited about this flyer? Are you disappointed in the new dino? And which of the features of this new flyer are you most excited about? Because I can't wait to try this guy out. But I don't know, let me know if you guys are more excited about the Crystal Wyverns or the Tropeognathus that's coming out very soon on Ark. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, that helps us out a lot. And thank you so much for watching, we really appreciate you being here, and I hope you'll watch a lot more of our guides and videos very soon. And until next time, we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. That helps us so much. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because we have lots of awesome new Ark videos and live streams coming soon, and you won't want to miss any of them. You can do so many awesome things in Ark, but it is really hard to figure out out on your own. Check out the links at the end of this video to browse our huge library of fun, clean, and helpful Ark guides, tips, tricks, live streams, and Let's Plays. If you would like to earn awesome rewards while supporting this channel, click the join button or link next to the subscribe button to learn more about our new channel memberships. You can also join our awesome Discord community at the link in the description of this video or on top of the channel homepage. And if you want to see my wife and I play lots of other fun video games together, visit our other YouTube channel, The Console Co-op Couple, using the link in the video description or in the channel homepage. And now I want to give a shout out to some of the biggest supporters of this channel: Sabo0283, Cole Parmenter, Wolfgirl Be Like, Austin Nagel, Kelly Razak, Black Silver Ride, and Emmy Fisher. You guys are all awesome, and we so appreciate your support. Now, if you'd like to be a monthly supporter and get a shout out at the end of our videos, check out the join button next to the subscribe button for more information about that. And for everyone else, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.